This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Gold heading back to Lawrence County.
Your home for the County of Champions.
Settles under it. The senior makes the catch. Perfection. Neshannock, again, are your Class 2A state champions.
Force out the third, and that will do it. Mohawk is your 3A softball champions.
Buzzer's gonna sound. Union repeats as the Class 1A WPIAL champions.
The top local athletes and the top sports moments all featured here, live or archived at lcsportsnet.com.
The sideline getting by one defender, and he's going to go all the way. By Harrison. Harrison on the ground finds Blundo. Blundo rolls it in, up and good for two.
Shallow right field, giving a run, and a sliding catch made.
Down to 6 on the play clock. Here's the snap in the hold. The kick is up. The kick is long enough. It is good.
That's fly ball deep right field. Get out of here.
Hope running for his life. Throws it up for grabs. There's a man open.
Touchdown.
No way.
Ripped away from him. Right back to Stanley from the seat of his pants, and he throws it off the window and in.
Featuring over 100 broadcasts of county events in over a dozen sports. Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Live from North Allegheny, it's high school softball on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. Today, it is Jeannette and Union in single A tournament softball. Tonight's broadcast on the Lawrence County SportsNet is brought to you by Maley Chiropractic, MVP Insurance, Newcastle Transit Authority, UPMC Orthopedic Care, Penn Ohio Bottled Water, Toshiba Business Solutions, The Red Zone, Moderna Bonner Law, Gem Builders Inc., Pontus Insurance, Work in Progress, The Crane Room, the City Rescue Mission, the Tri-County Principals, the Union Area Education Association, and by the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. Hi again, everybody. I'm Tim Continenza, along with Eric Thomas, as we get ready for today's action, as Union and Jeannette will take center stage here and the triple bill that they've had all day long, and the nightcap. And we're expecting a pretty good game between these two schools, as they get some talented young ladies on the field.
Yeah, it should be a pretty good pitching matchup here tonight. Grace Stein was good in the first round against Avella earlier in the postseason. 13 strikeouts in that game, only issued 2 walks and scattered 5 hits. And then I think everybody who's followed softball in Lawrence County the last couple of years knows about Mia Pruz and what she's been able to do this season. 142 strikeouts this year, only allowed 29 hits, which is remarkable. So pretty good pitching matchup here. One's already got one in the books in the playoffs. First go for Union here. We'll see what comes about here. But, you know, as always, postseason softball or baseball, you rely on your pitching, and these two teams each have a good start.
It should be a great matchup. We're going to step aside for our first time out here of the pregame. When we come back, we'll get you ready for today's game between Jeannette and Union. You're watching LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
This is Jess. She loves to run. So does Jade. And Jen does too. And while they all love running, at AHN Sports Medicine, we know they each need a little something different to get faster. Our doctors and specialists pinpoint that difference and make a personalized conditioning plan to improve Jen's stride, and Jade's endurance, and Jess's form. Because at AHN Sports Medicine, we see you.
At Penn West University, we're making college make sense again for people who maybe thought college wasn't the answer. We're making college practical with programs tied to in-demand jobs that prepare you for success right away. We're making college accessible by breaking down barriers and offering more choices. We're making college approachable with faculty who understand where you're coming from and help you get where you're going. At Penn West, we're making college valuable again for people just like you. Learn more at pennwest.edu.
You can shop for pretty much anything online. Clothes, food, vacations, you name it, all without ever leaving the comfort of your couch. Finally, banking can be just that easy too. With the all-new FMB e-store, you can shop for hundreds of financial products to manage your money, all from the comfort of your couch. From clicks to bricks, we've got you covered. Experience the FMB e-store in branch, on your phone, or online at fmb-online.com.
You're always on the winning team with the Power of Bowser, the official car dealer of the WPIAL. Visit powerofbowser.com 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to find your perfect vehicle. Get the absolute best price and the best car buying experience around. See the full lineup at powerofbowser.com. Powerofbowser.com, where the power of Bowser is yours.
More and more, people are consuming information on screens. Businesses that want to engage, educate, or entertain clients are turning to Toshiba to provide inspired communication with digital signage experiences that attract attention in novel and entertaining ways. Information needs to be managed to be effective, and organizations can trust Toshiba to provide solutions for improved workflow, which help to securely store, organize, and manage information, whether in digital or physical form. Toshiba, empowering the art of business.
Finna make common sense cool again. No tripping, I'm the man, caught slipping. I'll be 20, 30, 50 high. Something to send to Uncle Sam. No, it's hitting fans, only so in fertile land. I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man. Check his post, he ain't got it. Send plans, more than likely, she about it. What he posts, more than likely, he ain't about it. Caught a wave. Now we finally making noise, y'all quiet, y'all timid, y'all shy. Illinois, put in work, finally got it sound, we got it. Illinois, y'all ain't even got no poise, y'all know I'm the boy, I'm the boy, I'm the boy.
There's something special about this time of year. Spirits are high, the season is right, you can feel it in the air. It's fun, made better with friends, better with family, better outside. And it all starts here. Academy Sports and Outdoors. Have fun out there.
This presentation of the NFHS Network is brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Have fun out there. This presentation of the NFHS Network is brought to you by American Dairy Association Northeast. Your milk comes from a good place.
Business communication must be agile, efficient, and fast. Toshiba is the company that helps you manage it all, from paper to digital to screen and back again. With smarter printing, you are unleashed. The office is wherever you are, and Toshiba makes it seamless to print whatever, wherever, and whenever. Our mobile printing applications allow you to print or scan to both Toshiba and third-party MFPs right from your mobile device. Toshiba, empowering the art of business.
And welcome back to North Allegheny as we get ready for tonight's game between the Scotties and the Jayhawks from Jeannette. The Jayhawks coming into tonight are hitting .307 as a team, Eric. But here's an interesting stat. They only have 4 home runs but 33 doubles on the season. Compare that to Union coming in tonight, a team batting average of .401, who has 35 dingers on the season and 44 doubles.
Yeah, it's really a contrasting style in terms of what these teams do. And Union's obviously got the experience, WPIAL champs in 22 and 23. A lot of that core is still here from that run, and they're trying to finish this out. Maybe with another trip to the state finals. Who knows? They're going to runner up in 22. But, yeah, you're right. The power really resides on the Union side in this game, whereas on the Jeannette side, they really relied on the pitching. I mean, Stein's been fantastic, is closing in on 550 strikeouts in her career, has a 1.20 ERA. So they've been able to put together some big games and big innings throughout the season, but really it's been her that's carried the load here for this team. I mean, opposing batters are hitting 140 against her. She had a stretch during the season, 4 games with over 60 strikeouts combined in those 4 games. So it really is a contrasting thing. What's going to be key for this, as Union will bat last in each inning as the home team, for Stein when she's in the circle today, she's got to get through the top of this order fast. She's got to get through Olivia Williams early. Williams has been patient, leads the team in 21 walks. Union really does everything. They can be power. They can get on base. They'll drive you home if you're on base, and they can pitch. We know that. Jeannette's really going to have to rely on Stein to shut down that lineup tonight.
There's no question about it. And as you mentioned, Mia Pruz will be going for Union here today. 66 and a third innings pitched so far this year, throwing just about 60% of those pitches for strikes. It's just a phenomenal season, a whip of 1.06, and it's just truly a dominating performance, a 1.16 ERA. I mean, we've seen her in the past. We know what she's done, and she continues to show her talents on the softball field.
Yeah, it's just a multifaceted player and does a great job driving in runs, 32 on the season, leads the team in RBIs, is really the power behind. How about 35 home runs for this Union team?
I know.
I mean, it's amazing for a softball team to punch it out of the yard 35 times. There are baseball teams in this area that aren't doing that as a collective unit. And this team just mashes up and down the lineup. While Pruz has been great, it's balance across the way. We mentioned Williams getting on base. Ireland Fisher, 30 RBIs of her own. Olivia Benedict's been great with 24 RBI. You get down to the bottom of the order, they sort of have the double leadoff thing with Settle, and then you come back up top with Williams. Just top to bottom, it's tough to get this team out. There really is. They spread the power out throughout it. It's a little top heavy, but they spread the power out throughout it, and they're just virtually impossible to get out.
Yeah.
This is good. If you fall behind against them at any stretch in this game, Pruz will make sure you don't recover if you fall behind, but you've got to just limit the damage as much as you can if they start getting on base.
I think you hit it on the nail there, Eric. This team just doesn't have a lot of outs in the lineup, and you have to get 3 outs every inning. So 21 outs for the game. So it's going to be difficult challenge for any opponent this year. It's going to be a big challenge coming up here for the Jayhawks. Let's take another timeout, and we'll come back. We'll have the first pitch of tonight's game between Union and Jeannette here from North Allegheny. You're watching LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Hey, Mom, do you need a ride to the store today?
Oh, no thanks, hon. I got it covered. Mike's taking me.
Okay, well, you have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, right? I can take you to that.
No, I got it covered too. Mike's taking me.
Mike?
Yes, Mike's my Axe driver. Picks me up right at my door and even helps carry my groceries. It's so convenient to schedule and ride with Axe. Wish I would have called him sooner.
Okay, Mom. Sounds like you got it covered.
I have an apple pie ready to eat. How about you help me with that?
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Mathur and David Verratti want to provide you with the level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of the locations in Xenia Opal or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win. Proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Calling all sports fans. Never miss a moment with real-time alerts, keeping you in the loop when your favorite teams are playing.
Get instant updates sent straight to your phone with game schedules, changes, and all the latest news.
You can receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for game time.
Be the first to cheer on your local teams and show your support.
Receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for the game.
Signing up is quick and easy. Don't miss out. Sign up now and stay connected to the action.
Plus, follow us on social media for live updates, behind-the-scenes content, and community news.
And welcome back here to North Allegheny. Get ready for tonight's game as Union has taken the field, as we'll be just moments away from the start of today's game. As these two teams getting ready to get straight as we get Union taking the infield batting practice, and it will be just some moments from starting tonight's ball game as Jeannette will be batting on top of each inning.
Leading off top of inning number 1 for the Jayhawks, the first baseman, number 17,
And here's the first pitch. It will be in the outside corner for a strike. That's going to be outside for a ball. We'll even up the count at 1-1. Quickly, one down.
It's a Jeannette lineup that pounded out 11 hits in the first round, only struck out twice, scored 13 runs in that game.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss again.
This was one of the big players in that contest, Leah DeFelice, 3 for 4 with a ribby. Really at the bottom of the order, middle and bottom of the orders, where they did a lot of their damage in that run in that game against Avella. But important again, as you work your way through the lineup one time, get a feel for what these batters are looking at. The batters will do the same, and really it's going to be the next time through that the duel
Another
happens.
swing and a miss. Yeah, I think you see right now she's pounding the strike zone. Got that first strikeout to start the ball game. And another one down swinging.
Look quickly at the Union defense. Left to right in the outfield, it's Ross, Nogay, and Shannon. Corner infielders, Benedict at first, Settle at third, Williams and Joseph at short and second, respectively. Fisher behind the dish, and Cruz in the circle.
There's another strike.
And once ahead, again, jumping ahead in the count. Cruz pitching from ahead. That's a dangerous thing if you're trying to manufacture runs against her.
That will be down low, even a count up.
Three-man crew here tonight as well. I always like to see that, not taxing the umpires by only having 2.
Yeah, during the playoffs, you love saying there's a drive down the right field line. It's going to go foul, just out of play. So that was the first opportunity to see someone actually make good contact against Bruce. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to second is going to get the way through. Joseph unable to handle it, and it'll be a base hit here for Jeannette. Abby Shaw now at the plate. Shaw batting from the right side, runner at first, and Cruz delivers. Swing and a miss.
Going to rule out an error by Joseph at second.
Tough error, but that's what they're going to rule. We'll take it.
Hard hit ball by Stein, but
that's what I mean.
That's a good example of what you have to do if you're Jeannette in this game, Tim, is
got to get on base.
Fall behind, but stay patient at the plate.
Yeah.
No surprise that it's Stein who gets the first knock of the evening, pitcher against pitcher.
There's a swing and a miss, and down swinging. And she strikes out the side here at the top of the first. We're scoreless here from North Allegheny, and we'll be back right after this. You're watching LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
It is Williams, Nogay, and Fisher, the first three up, coming up here for the Scotties in the home half of the first. And in the circle, as we mentioned earlier, will be Grace Stein. DeFelice will be catching her. From third to first, it is Shaw, Gellick, Casino, and Serpolis. And from left to right, it is Shaw, Brennan, and Bourne. For Jeannette, as we're just about a couple moments here from this inning beginning. And a big inning to start the ball game here for Union, as Cruz ends up with 3 strikeouts and gave up a base runner on an error at second base.
See how they come out and attack Stein here with Williams. We mentioned in the pregame, 21 walks on the season, leads the Union team. So a patient hitter right off the bat to test the great Grace Stein. We'll see if Union can answer here and give their ace a lead.
Yep. So Olivia Williams at the plate, as you mentioned, batting .522 on the season, batting from the left side. The first pitch will go off the plate, ball 1. Stein's the righty from the middle of the rubber. And that is going to be for the outside corner for a strike. Here's the pitch. Another strike. Makes it 1 ball, 2 strikes. Williams had 3 home runs on the season this year. Swing and a miss. And she'll go down swinging to start the home half of the first inning here for Union. So Nogay now at the plate. A right-handed Nogay. Not used to seeing that. As we've seen the Shannock game earlier, where a Nogay batting from the left side.
And Jaden with a big hit in that game.
Yeah.
Inside the park home run.
Here's the pitch. Going to be down low again. 2 balls, no strikes. So Stein looks in. And the righty delivers. Going to find the middle of the plate there. Get her first strike at this account and brings the count to 2 balls, 1 strike. And a swing and a miss. Evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 down here in the home half of the first. Here's a pop-up foul, and that'll go out of play, third base side. And we'll do it again at 2-2. As we mentioned, it's tough to find the outs in this lineup if you're an opponent team. And it'll be interesting how Stein does it. Swing and a miss. It's another strikeout. So both pitchers off to a great start in this game. Now Ireland Fisher will be at the plate. Stein looks in. Here's the pitch. Swing and foul straight back. And a little check swing pop up. And Stein's going to handle it herself for the third out. And that'll end the inning. So we've played one here from North Allegheny. And it is scoreless. You're watching LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
No two companies create the same way. Toshiba empowers the art of business by uniquely enabling businesses to work with tools designed specifically for them. In a constantly evolving world, business communication must be agile, efficient, and fast. Toshiba is the company that helps you manage it all, from paper to digital to screen and back again. Toshiba, empowering the art of business.
GEM building contractors and developers have a proven record of performance on any size project. They bring value, local craftsmanship, expert management to meet any challenge. From design construction, from inspection to budget estimation, GEM Builder has been building our community for 70 years. As we move to the top of the second inning, is Gellick, Brennan, and Shaw due up here for Jeannette. Mia Pruz struck out the side in the first inning. Gave up 1 base runner on a defensive error at second base. So Pruz looks in. And swing and a miss. They're consistently behind on most of Pruz's throws so far here in the game.
No off speed that time.
Yeah, she's very good at changing speeds. One of the hallmark of great pitching. Here's Pruz's delivery. That's going to be up high on the riser. That's a pitch that a lot of opponents have trouble with, is the ball come rising up towards your eyes. They'll end up chasing that quite a bit. That one's right down the middle for strike 3. That one called out looking for the first out of the inning.
Now you mentioned Pruz and her ability to change speeds on a pitch. You think about how tough it is for a softball player to change speeds compared to a baseball player with overhand, underhand motion.
And think about it, it's only 45 feet.
And that's the other thing.
From the circle.
You have to make that thing decide 2 different ways on the way to the plate, and it's in a shorter distance with a different grip than an overhand pitcher in baseball.
And a little bunt try, and he'll throw out at first. On the 5-3 out. Yeah, we're not making contact. Laying down a bunt's not a bad idea. Just didn't get it that far down the line. they'll bring up Shaw, and now Shaw swings and misses at the first pitch. Here's the delivery. And again, Cruz has them off balance. As again, they're swinging behind the pitch. That one's a little outside.
Way behind. And they've got to get the timing down here to try to make some contact. Just get something in play on a full swing. That was just too easy right there.
Yep, down swinging. So we played 1.5 here from NA. We are still scoreless with Union coming to bat. You're watching LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Works in Progress Painting wishes a successful and satisfying season to all the Lawrence County sports teams and athletes. Work hard and bring honor to your team, school, and family in how you play. Joe Wright and his family have been providing painting, window cleaning, and other property services for business and homeowners in the Lawrence County area for over 10 years. Their goal on every project is to provide a meaningful service that honors their customer, God, and their family, and to have fun while doing it. Works in Progress is now booking interior painting projects for both residential and commercial projects. Call Joe today at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next project.
Since 1911, the City Rescue Mission has been serving our community by providing food for the hungry, shelter for the homeless, and hope for the lost. We continue to love all that come through our doors, extending mercy and providing grace just as God has done for each of us, serving with a compassionate heart and sharing the good news of the gospel and the hope we all have in Jesus Christ, just like we've done since 1911. We can't do this alone, and we continue to need your help.
And welcome back to the home half of the second inning. There's a swing and a miss. The first pitch was fouled off down the third base side, and it's quickly 0-2 here to Mia Pruz. Grace Stein's in the circle. We'll be talking about her throughout the day as one of the best in the WPIAL. And there's a swing and a miss, strike three, but the ball is going to go back to the screen, and she's going to reach first base. And you'll have runner at first here with one down. There's a foul ball, third base side, a screamer out of play. Another foul ball. Couple big foul balls here down the third base side. Bennett now steps in. And they're going to a little swing, and it's going to be a little chopper back to the third baseman. A little pop up for the out.
Not a bad at-bat by Benedict, though. Got a couple of foul balls. Get a little sense of what Stein's going to throw. And now it's the bottom of the order's turn here to try to get Pruz over and get that all-important first run.
Here's the pitch. And there's a fly ball center field. It's going to go in for a base hit. Runner will advance and turn from second to head to third. So Pruz seen the ball in front of her. Notice a little juggling in the outfield and took off for third base.
Yeah, got a very late start on there. That ball was almost on the way in when she decided to take off for third, but knew she had to step on it. Good piece of hitting to the outfield, and Union's in business here with a runner in scoring position.
So Shannon now at the plate. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. as DeFelice came out from under the plate, kind of helped make sure the runners held. Actually, when you rephrase that, is Joseph stole second base. That's what happened. I was watching the pitch, didn't see the runner move. My apologies. Here's the runners at second and third now. Little fly ball, first base side, foul, and out of play. Actually dropped. So we'll do it again.
So Union team on the season. How about before this game started today? 86 walks on the season and struck out 88 times. If you can get that kind of balance in your lineup, you're not doing one more than the other. Obviously, like more walks than strikeouts, but you're basically limiting the amount of strikeouts. You're offsetting that by still getting on base without a base hit. That is a great job by this lineup, top to bottom.
0-2's the count. Shannon at the plate. Here's the delivery. A foul ball first base side. And we'll do it again at 0-2. And up high. Even think make it 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Tough pitch there. That got up right on the hands, didn't rise enough, and trying to figure out, Shannon trying to figure out whether or not she wanted to pull the trigger on that and swing, and it just rose enough in on the hands, but too far inside for a ball.
Stein going back with the fastball there, and it's fouled off again out of play. So Stein looks in, throws. And then it's going to be inside for a ball, even a count at 2-2. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Well, it's going to be a little bloop out to second base. Made a catch. Tag runner safe on the tag up. So what looked like is just a little bloop out to second base ends up being a sac fly. So Union with the first run of the ball game here in the bottom half of inning number 2. Runner at third. And that is going to go in for a strike. So getting the runners on, moving them over and getting them in. Maybe the shortest sac fly you'll see in a long time.
Yeah, well, tough angle. Ball's going out towards the
outfield,
right field side. So Pruz knew she could make a break for home, and that's a great comeback by Stein to get out of the jam.
It does, as she ends the inning swinging as we have played 2 as the Scotties take the lead 1-0 over the Jayhawks. You're watching LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
Does your blueprint not match the vision of your building project? Not with Creative Edge Architecture. From concept to creation, Jeff Measel will help tackle the complex problems, creating design solutions and construction experience. Creative Edge gives you the edge design and construction meet. As we move to the inning number 3, here is Mr. Thomas.
Cruz gets things going here with Casino. So it's Casino, Pitzer, and then back to the top of the order in Sarpolis for Jeannette. That's strike 1 by Cruz. So once again, go ahead and now get ahead 0-2 in the count. Sacrificed by Union in the bottom of the inning, producing the only run so far. And Cruz will start things off much the way she ended the last inning with a strikeout at Casino.
That time changing speeds on it with a little changeup, getting that strikeout on the inside part of the plate.
So here's Pitzer, the designated player. Bat in place of Jaden Bourne, who's the flexen playing right field here this evening. Shadows are pretty much engulfing the entire field now. A little sliver of sun over on the third base side that stretches all the way past second base into shallow right. But otherwise well covered, lights on. A bloop foul that'll hit the top of the fence and carry him back into the field. And quickly once again, Cruz is ahead in the count.
Yeah, we're going to have to see how large that one run looms here in the second inning for Union. As you know, softball games go quick, and especially when you got two dominating pitchers like we have today.
That one off the mitt of Fisher. She'll throw it down the line to first. And that'll be out number 2 of the inning.
Irene Fisher, actually a pretty good receiver behind the plate there. As you can see her arm strength, really an excellent arm, able to get back behind the screen or behind the plate and throw a strike to first to record the out for the strikeout.
Sarpolis 0 for 1 here tonight, struck out in her first appearance, went 2 for 3 in the win over Avella in the first round last week. Winner of this game, by the way, gets either number 4 seed Sewickley or 5 seed Jefferson Morgan. That comes your way Wednesday. Sites and times to be determined. Now, Wednesday also looks like it's the worst weather day of the week, too, so just keep that in mind as we head into what's going to be a long weekend here with the Memorial Day holiday. As may have to reshuffle once again if the weather, as we expect it to be, is not going to be friendly on Wednesday afternoon. That was low.
Like I like to say, Mother Nature's undefeated. She wins every time she chooses to wash out a ball game or wash out an event.
Mother Nature and Father Time both undefeated.
That is true.
Cruz delivers right down the pike.
It's been a kind of tough year for all spring sports this year outside. A lot of rain, a lot of lightning at times. Some delays.
Low and in there for strike 2. Yeah, very rough spring season. Really didn't have that 1 week of great weather. Here tonight, 60 tonight at first pitch, and it's going to be in the low 50s before we're done. And Sarpolis is done as she swings and misses. And that'll do it for Jeannette here in the top of the third. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. We go to the bottom of the third. Union in front, 1-0 in the WPIAL playoffs here in the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
Calling all sports fans. Never miss a moment with real-time alerts, keeping you in the loop when your favorite teams are playing.
Get instant updates sent straight to your phone with game schedules, changes, and all the latest news.
You can receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for game time.
Be the first to cheer on your local teams and show your support.
Receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for the game.
Signing up is quick and easy. Don't miss out. Sign up now and stay connected to the action.
Plus, follow us on social media for live updates, behind-the-scenes content, and community news.
Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Union's Mia Prudes as the April Red Zone Female Athlete of the Month, after throwing a perfect game and 3 no-hitters in April, averaging 13 strikeouts per game. LC SportsNet is also proud to honor Elwood City's Aaron Lake as the April Red Zone Male Athlete of the Month, after starting the year 6-0 with a 0.62 earned run average. Congratulations and best of luck to Elwood City's Aaron Lake and Union's Mia Prudes, the April Red Zone Athletes of the Month.
Maddie Setto to lead things off here for Union in the bottom of the third. They lead at 1-0. That one's ripped foul. Actually hits the wall of the dugout. Third base side. Jeannette dugout, and Settle is quickly behind 0-1.
So batting .310 on the season, and just taking a look at this lineup, as we were talking in pregame in the first couple innings, it's tough to find the outs. .310's a lower batting average for this team. There's 5 players batting over .400.
Settle lays down the bunt. A good throw there by Stein to retire her. And there's quickly one away. You know, interesting about this Union team, too, they won 14 games this season in which they scored 10 or more runs. They're 1-2 in games decided by 2 or fewer runs this season. Right now, a 1-0 lead.
And it just tells you how important pitching can be. And usually those one-run games are just that.
That one's flown in the air out towards the corner in left, and it gets down for a base hit, hits the track, can't be handled on the infield, and getting all the way to third, and in there is Addie Nogue, who will reach base with a triple to keep this inning alive, keep this inning going here. Rather, that was Olivia Williams, I beg your pardon, with the triple for Union.
Nogue coming up now with the runner in scoring position. So Union looking to add on. They got one last inning. We got a leadoff triple here in the third.
That one just drifted at the tail end, and in left, Shaw, the left fielder. That one's high. As speeding home and crossing the plate is going to be Williams on another pass ball, and it's quickly 2-0 Union.
I would credit her with a stolen base because she actually broke home and then stopped and seen the ball back through. We'll see how they rule it. They could give it a pass ball.
Stein has to dig in here and recover. Has one gone in the inning with Nogue standing in there.
Oh, and that was going to be off her helmet, I believe.
High, and Nogue will take first base. So it's going to put one on for Fisher, and now the heart of the order coming up here for Union with Fisher and Pruz. Fisher with 30 RBI this season and already a 2-0 lead. That one is punched foul behind the fence and off the hill and into the woods behind the field. Leaning into that one slightly was Nogue, or rather Fisher, as Nogue will take off for second. She is in there safely. Stein in a bit of a hole here, has to try to dig her way out of it. Down 2-0. That one low and misses again.
Yeah, right now Stein is actually not making bad pitches. You got to give credit to Union making contact, you know, and putting her in a defensive mode here and early in this third inning. And then you had the strikeout, but the runner advanced.
That one is low and inside.
The batter then advanced to first and then was able to advance on second on another catcher mistake. So they've been taking advantage of opportunities here as the Scotties.
And getting on is going to be Fisher. Stein lost another one. So we got 2 on here with Pruz now at the plate. That officially scored a wild pitch on the Williams run a moment ago. Half swing there is in there for strike 1 on Pruz. Pruz struck out, but reached base on a pass ball and then later scored. First run of the game back in the second.
Pruz batting .522 on the season.
Big swing that time, misses for the strike.
She has 6 dingers on the season.
Fisher on first, Nogue on second. 1 run already across the inning here for Union. He's hit foul, and that's going to go right up against the fence on the baseball field behind us. Ripped. Foul once again.
They're getting great swings. I mean, when you can see they're just missing a couple of those from squaring them up right now. This could be a big inning here for Union. They already got 1 across. They got 2 on, only 1 down. Against a pitcher like Grace Stein, you want to take advantage of it anytime you got runners on scoring position.
That one is hit in the air deep, but going to get out of play. Foul in left. So we'll do it again here with Pruz.
Mentioned earlier, Pruz 6 home runs. He has 32 RBIs on the season.
What do we say, too, that the second time through the order would be the toughest one for Stein?
Yeah.
Union would have a feel for how she pitches, and Pruz in a battle right now, off speed and misses upstairs.
Yeah, well, what kind of a change-up riser? You don't see that very often.
So after fouling off 3 straight, Pruz took a ball there. And that one is hit foul once again. That will...
We keep seeing these foul balls. Either she's a little in front of it or right on it, just underneath it, and fouling it straight back.
So we'll do it again. Fisher on first, Nogue on second. 1 out here in the bottom of the third. 2-0 Union. That one is hit a mile in the air, and that is also going to get out of play behind the stands. We'll do it once again. This will be the 9th pitch of the at-bat now for Stein. Off speed and upstairs again and misses. Pruz not falling for it.
It was pitch number 50 here in the game for Grace Stein.
2 balls and 2 strikes now against Pruz. That one's golfed in the air to left and giving chase over at the fence, and a nice play by Shaw. Advancing to third is going to be Nogue. Fisher up to second. So they do get the runners moved over. Pruz, but she is gone for the second out. That'll bring up Olivia Benedict. Doesn't look like much on TV, but when you're sitting here tonight, and we're sitting in center field, left center field more or less, but there is a breeze in this field tonight, and it is pretty much down in here on the campus at North Allegheny, and it's swirling a little bit. So when Shaw went to make that play, it was a tough decision. She thought she might run out of room there, but was able to settle under it as that ball sort of drifted down towards the field.
That's an excellent point. We're about, I would say, 25 feet lower than the baseball field.
It's a drop off here as we're in the back corner of the campus, and again, it's surrounded by trees, so there isn't much that won't swirl in here. That one is ripped in the air, and that's going to get in between the 2 outfielders in center right. 1 run is in, the second run in, and a double on the board for Benedict, and it's 4-0 Union. That one is hit up the first base line and caught there by Sarpolis for the final out of the inning. But Union does the damage here in the bottom of the third as they plate 3 on the double by Benedict, the big 2-run double that time. And the Scotties have taken control of this game. It's 4-0 Union as we've played 3 here in the WPIAL quarterfinals on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
Don't get left out to dry. Call the Penn Ohio Bottled Water Company for the fastest and most efficient bottled water delivery service in the area. Penn Ohio offers bottled water ranging from 16.9-ounce bottles to 5-gallon jugs, perfect for your next event or office water cooler system. Also, don't forget to ask about their custom labeling options. Visit PennOhioBottledWater.com for more information and to get a quote on their delivery services. Whether it's at home, in the office, or on the sidelines, Penn Ohio has you covered.
Calling all sports fans. Never miss a moment with real-time alerts, keeping you in the loop when your favorite teams. When it comes to protecting those you love, the businesses you've built, or the things you've earned, you need someone you can trust. Who better to protect your interests than a local insurance agent? Pontius Insurance is a team of local agents helping local residents in Lawrence County and surrounding areas, specializing in auto, home, business, and life insurance. Come see Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, and Tracy Giddings, and the rest of the team at Pontius Insurance, and receive the personalized service you deserve.
DeFelice leads it off here for Jeannette in the top of the 4th inning. They trail it 4-0 here as a big 3-run inning by Union. That Benedict 2-run double, the big blow, as DeFelice tries to get it going here. She struck out in her first appearance here this evening. So now it'll be the second time through the order for Pruz, who has just been mowing down the Jayhawks and gets this one off to a good start with a strikeout here in the 4th. 8th strikeout already for Pruz, and that'll bring up Stein, who reached on an error back in the first. Good at bat the first time these two met, and a high one that Stein takes a big cut at, and it's strike 1.
Yeah, another riser. Challenge her up high. And that's what it's there, they're trying to get you chased out of the zone. It's a tough pitch to lay off for a lot of batters.
Off speed and low that time in the dirt. 1-1 now the count to Stein. Union doing what good teams do when you get through one, second and third time up. That one hits in there for strike 2, and it's 1-2 or 1-2.
Yeah, you see them take advantage of opportunities. I mean, that's really been the key. And now that you see them more than anything, Pruz has been really effective. Oh, what a nice changeup. A little high, but what a nice look. Pulling the string on that one. But what I was going to get to is that next inning, Pruz just sets them down. It really, puts an exclamation point for any time you score runs.
That one lofted foul, so count will square at 2-2. One gone here in the 4th as DeFelice struck out. Stein trying to get on base for the second time here as you hear the wind sort of whip up a little bit. Again, off speed and low, and Stein is now ahead in the count, 3-2.
She kind of lost her release point on that changeup here during this at bat here to Stein.
That one hit foul once again.
Challenger inside with a fastball, and Stein able to fight it off.
So a good pitching performance by Addie Fry in the first game before this one here. Big inning by Nishanik as Stein staying patient, going to draw the walk.
Yeah. She's been on base twice now, and each time without the benefit of a hit.
It's going to bring up Abigail Shaw. Abby Shaw, who was struck out in her first plate appearance, 1 for 4 with 3 RBI, had a big triple against Avella in the first round. Pruz won the first battle. Big cut for strike one. And again, Pruz ahead in the count. And again, big cut that time by Shaw. And quickly she falls behind 0-2.
This will be the 50th pitch of the game here for Pruz.
Low that time for ball one. The other quarterfinals, Carmichael's and Sarah Catholic, and then West Green and Southside. And of course, the history between Union and West Green as they met several times in the finals. Might they be on a collision course again? West Green, a powerhouse for so many years in single A, and then Union, the last handful of years, trying to get to a 6th WPIAL final.
They have been impressive the last few years.
And a big cut by Shaw, and she is down on strikes for out number 2. And that'll bring up Raylene Gallick, the shortstop, who also struck out her first time up tonight.
Be interested to see if they try to get Stein in motion here. Now there's 2 down, just to try to get a runner in scoring position here, trailing by 4.
9 strikeouts for Pruz, and quickly jumps ahead, 0-1 in the count. Cut that time by Gallick, and she falls behind 0-2.
Stein has 9 stolen bases on this season.
That one low as Pruz tries to come back and get her to chase one from ball one. It's now 1-2. Outfield about medium depth for the Scotties. I want to chop her up the first base side, hits the roof of the Union dugout. But Gallick will stay alive. .181 hits coming into play here tonight. 222 runs for this Union team in the regular season. They were a machine in single A as that one's fouling out of play.
Stein really never even coming off the bag in between on those pitches, just to try to get a running start here when the release happens.
And that one high and tipped and right into the glove of Fisher, and that will do it for Jeannette in the top of the 4th. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Union in front of this one 4-0 here in the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553. The Crane Room Grill and CR Brewing Company, a winning combination.
At Medore Bonner Law, we're more than just attorneys. We're your community partners. With a combined experience that spans decades, attorneys Jason Medore, Michael Bonner, and Greg Rossitelli are your trusted advisors for all legal matters. From personal injury to estate planning, business law to family disputes, we are here to guide you through every step of the legal process. Our full-service, community-based approach ensures that you're not just a client, but a valued member of our family. Give us a call or visit us online at MedoreBonnerLaw.com for more information.
Back here at North Allegheny High School, bottom of the 4th inning, Union in front 4-0. As Corinne Shannon will lead it off for the Scotties. Had a sacrifice and an RBI back in the 2nd inning. Got the first run across for the Scotties, and they lead it 4-0 with Pruz cruising here. That one's lifted in the air, foul and out of play. And you can hear that wind whipping here at North Allegheny High School. 4-3-1 for the Scotties. Nothing across the board for Jeannette just yet. They've had 2 base runners, but no hits here so far, as that one's tapped foul.
Yeah, Stein got on board twice. Once on error and the other one on a swinging strike 3 that gets reached first base. Or, excuse me, on a walk. Take that back.
Going off speed, and Shannon fouls that one. Looked like she might have fouled it off her calf. And the winner of this game will play either Sewickley, the 4-seed, or Jefferson Morgan, the 5-seed. And quickly, Shannon down.
Yeah.
Now batting for the Scotties, the left fielder, number 4, Emily Ross.
So Emily Ross will stand in. Emily Ross struck out the left fielder for the Scotties back in the second.
Right now, Jeannette needs a quick inning here. And see if Stein can get him back into the dugout and try to get back with the bats in their hands and trailing only 4-0. Can't let it get too big as this game goes on, because Pruz looks almost unhittable right now.
And is right now. I mean, has not given up a hit yet. Last report we had, Jefferson Morgan was leading that game with Sewickley 3-0. That game should be final by now. Jefferson Morgan did win that game 5-0. So that is who the winner of this game will take on Wednesday. At least that's what we think Wednesday, as Ross is down swinging.
Number 2, Maddie Settle.
6 strikeout for Stein. Maddie Settle will come in. She grounded out back to the pitcher in the third. Definitely important for Stein to get out of this inning here. This half. That one is lifted in the air, foul.
We've seen that a few times today, where the foul ball reaches the in play of the baseball field.
Oh, an off-speed pitch by Stein, and nicely done.
It was. Just pulling the stringers on that one. A high one. Kind of a change-up riser.
These two pitchers, an excellent job with the off-speed, as that one, again, is lifted foul and out of play.
I think she went back-to-back with that change-up there.
A 1-2 in the air, popped up. Won't get to the outfield. It's over the head of the shortstop, Gallick. And getting to first is Settle. It's going to take us back to the top of the order here with Olivia Williams.
Yeah, that was a pop-up that should have been caught there by Gullick, but unfortunately lost it in the skies, and it falls.
It's going to go down as an E6. Top of the order here, Williams, who tripled in a run back in the third. Scored a run of her own as well. 4-0 Union here in the bottom of the fourth inning as they are taking control. That one slams off the roof, the facade of the Jeannette dugout. definitely gotten cooler here tonight.
Yeah,
as the sun's gone down.
Definitely a cool day to begin with. And it has been a cool May. We've had a lot of rain. We mentioned earlier, here's a nice fly ball.
Lifted in the air to left and over the head of the left fielder Shaw. Rounding third and heading home is Settle all the way into third and rounding home and will cruise on in there with an inside the park home run is Olivia Williams, and it's 6-0 Union.
Amazing. Looked like kind of almost a routine fly ball out to left field, but unfortunately unable to make the catch, and the ball got behind her and rolled to the fence. And then the Jets were turned on and just were able to circle the bases, a 2-run inside the park home run.
So for Williams, top of the order, a triple and a run scored, and a homer tonight. What an afternoon, late evening, early evening, late afternoon for Olivia Williams here. And it's 6-0 Scotties as they are in firm control right now. And Stein started the inning, remember, with 2 straight strikeouts against Shannon and Ross. And then bottom of the order, Settle. And top of the order, Williams. They come back to bite her. Tag her for 2 more. That one is hit high in the air to center. And underneath of it is Brennan. And that will do it for the Scotties, but not before they tack on 2 more. Reaching on an air was Settle, and then a 2-run homer by Olivia Williams, and it's 6-0 Union here on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
Hey Scotty fans, it's Mrs. Ryan and Miss Felina here on behalf of the Union Area Education Association. And we want to wish all of our Scotties good luck this season. Go Scotties!
Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Union's Mia Pruz as the April Red Zone Female Athlete of the Month after throwing a perfect game and 3 no-hitters in April, averaging 13 strikeouts per game. LC SportsNet is also proud to honor Elwood City's Aaron Lake as the April Red Zone Male Athlete of the Month, after starting the year 6-0 with a 0.62 earned run average. Congratulations and best of luck to Elwood City's Aaron Lake and Union's Mia Pruz, the April Red Zone Athletes of the Month. Congratulations to our April LCAP Team of the Month. The Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Laurel Girls Track and Field as April's LCAP Team of the Month after winning their first section title in 40 years and qualifying for the WPIAL Championships. Congratulations to Coach Heather McKissick and the Laurel Track and Field team, your April LCAP Team of the Month.
Brendan leads it off for Jeannette here in the 5th as they trail at 6-0. Her bunt attempt goes foul into the backstop.
Yeah, Brennan making a bunt attempt. I mean, they did it earlier, and I understand it. The thought process, you're not making a lot of contact against Peru, so let's square up and try to lay one down and try to beat one out.
Grounded out to third, her first time up on what was a bunt attempt. Swinging that time.
Now they're pinching at third base. Settle coming in about halfway almost. Now she backs off a little bit.
Cut that time for strike 2. Searching for strikeout number 10 is Pruz. And that one high for another ball.
Yeah, went with the riser. A little too tall on that one.
And that will retire Brennan. 10 strikeouts tonight for Mia Pruz.
Back-to-back games, we're seeing dominating performances by 2 of the best pitchers in Lawrence County and 2 of the best pitchers in the WPIAL this year. I mean, you look at what we're seeing. You know, we've seen Addie Fry in the previous game just dominate. And now we're watching Mia Pruz do the exact same thing here in the nightcap.
That one is is low but in there for strike 2. Brews quickly ahead 0-2. So after Shaw, it'll be Casino. And then if she gets on or anybody gets on, Pitzer would bat last here. And that is a called third strike.
Yep.
And Shaw is down for the second time on strikes here tonight. Number 11 for Pruz as Casino will step in. Casino had the 2 RBIs against Avella in round 1. That one swung on and tipped foul. Pruz works ahead, low. Just missing that time for ball 1. So for Union in bottom of the 5th, it'll be Fisher, Pruz, and Benedict. So again, the heart of the order. That one hit foul. Staying alive is Casino. Swinging hard.
Heck, went
Chopper
inside. Kind of handcuffed her, but she was able to get part of the handle on that ball and then foul it off to get another shot at it.
And a high one, and Pruz gets her swinging once again. Mia Pruz dealing here. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Union in front, 6-0 here in the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
I love what I do because coming in every day is different.
How can you not enjoy these kids coming up and hugging you and giving you these great smiles all throughout the day?
Seeing the progress that our kids make every single day is one of the reasons I love coming to school.
What should we do? We have fun.
LCAP Early Learning Centers is hiring. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County and become a superhero today. Apply at lcap.org.
Celebrating 25 years of the best coverage of high school sports in Western Pennsylvania. This is the Trib Live High School Sports Network, covering 140 schools throughout all 3 sports seasons. Trib HSSN is always there. On tribhssn.triblive.com, you'll find live and archive broadcasts, scores, standings, news, and so much more. The Trib Live High School Sports Network, broadcasting high school sports in Western Pennsylvania for 25 years.
Ireland Fisher will lead it off for Union here in the bottom of the 5th. Scotties lead at 6-0. Fisher, that one hit down the line and foul in left field. Fisher tonight popped out to Stein.
And walked.
And then scored a run.
Yeah, she's getting some nice swings in against Stein here. One she pulled down the line foul, and that one just behind her.
Rip foul.
Ireland Fisher batting .438 coming into tonight's game.
And looks at that one, but it's high. Fisher hits that one a mile in the air, and that is gone. Almost a dead center, just missing the scoreboard. Fisher rounds third, the second home run of the game for the Scotties, and they lead it 7-0.
I tell you what, That was a rocket shot that just continued to get high in the air and just traveled as both the right fielder and the left fielder and the center fielder just took a few steps back and then stopped and realized there's not enough field to hold that ball.
And I'll bring up Pruz, who has struck out but reached on a pass ball and flown out to left. 7-0 Union here as they have got their second home run of the night. Pruz rips that to left, and it's off the glove of Shaw. And will drop in as Pruz rounds first and heads for second. That'll be an error on the left fielder Shaw. And we got one on here for Union with Benedict coming to the plate.
That two-base error. Unfortunately, Shaw unable to handle that. Right off her glove. She had the beat on it and just couldn't quite squeeze it.
Benedict, who had a 2-run double in the third, trying to add to it here, already up 7-0. That one's off the glove of the catcher, DeFelice, and getting down to third is going to be Pruz. Sun sets to our west, and it is going to be nighttime here very shortly. Lights starting to take full effect here at the field at North Allegheny.
Yeah. One of the nice things about here is why they play a lot of the games. So you can get 3 games in any afternoon / evening.
Going to get a courtesy runner in for Pruz. It's going to be Aaliyah Crowison. Crescent, I beg your pardon. She'll come in for Pruz. They'll get her off third base. Crescent will courtesy run. Benedict trying to get her home for the 8th run of the night.
This is a big inning here to try to end this ball game if you can have a big inning here.
That one is hit in the air to left again. Shaw this time is able to get under it, but tagging and scoring is going to be Crescent, the courtesy runner, for the 8th run of the night for Union. It's the sac fly by Benedict, going to give her her 3rd RBI of the night.
So with an 8-0 lead here. And already a big inning again here for Union. That magic number is an 11-run lead now, if they can get to it, to bring in the mercy roll.
Popped up behind home plate by Joseph. Joseph singled back in the 2nd and popped out to first in the 3rd. Getting late here for Jeannette as they'll have Pitzer. That one is ripped into center. Sharp liner. And in there with another single is Joseph. So it'll be Pitzer, Sarpolis, and DeFelice in the 6th for Jeannette. Obviously, they would want that top of the order back in there, but the damage has been done here, down 8-0 as we're in the bottom of the 5th. And that one's going to slip through the second baseman, Casino. Had almost what looked like a routine grounder, but couldn't field it properly. And getting aboard is going to be Shannon. All the way to third is Joseph.
Yeah, that error is going to cost them 2 bases as Joseph advances to third, and of course the batter takes first base on the error.
Sharp liner, third base side. Just stays on the foul side of the bag by Ross, who struck out both times up tonight. And I commend the North Allegheny staff here too for the accommodations, but also, you know, you think about it, is taking off for second is going to be Shannon, and she'll be in there with the swipe. So runners on second and third now for Ross. But you think about all the weather we've had. Last week was no picnic either, but to have this field in tip-top shape after storms again on Friday, and how this sits down in the campus here, but this excellent staff here at NAA has this in order.
They have done, as you mentioned, an excellent job.
Big swing and a miss that time by Ross, who struck out for the third time tonight. That is a much-needed out for this Jeannette side as Maddie Settle will step in.
Yeah, and that records the second out. The batter represents the 11th run here as we're in the 5th inning. So this is an important out.
That one's ripped down the line and foul into left, pinned up against the fence, and we'll do it again.
You know, we've been talking all night about how well this Union team bats, and they're not facing a slouch here in Stein. And you can see that they've gotten their timing down against Stein, and they're just really ripping every chance they get. And she throws a beautiful change up there and gets the strike on the swing.
Settle not quite the numbers that Pruz has tonight, but it's not going to look like she's pitched well here, but she has. That one's lifted in the air, third base side, and foul. She's actually pitched a pretty good game here, all things considered, for Jeannette. I mean, she at moments had been able to keep her team in the game.
Unfortunately, her defense let her down a couple times. It led to some big innings, and then the only really, I mean, there was a few hard hits in the ball game, but the home run was in this inning was huge. I mean, that was just a no-doubter.
And off speed misses for the ball.
But we were talking about the power before the game, and that's where that power comes into play. And they've had an inside the park home run and a traditional home run here tonight.
Ground ball foul right into the Union dugout. Hit foul into the fence. Once again, the backstop. That one is hit in the air to left again. Shaw coming over, and that one bounces foul right in front of her. So we'll do it again.
Like I said, they're getting good cuts against Stein here in this inning. That's the 100th pitch of the game here for Stein.
Settle lifts that one in the air. And at second, once again, Casino can't hang on to it. Settle is in at first. And the run home, Joseph. And that is going to do it. So we get the mercy rule enacted here in the 5th as we get 2 more runs across. And that will do it for this one, as Union is going to win it tonight by a final of 10-0 in 5. And a no-hitter thrown by Mia Pruz as they tack on 4 more runs here in the 5th. Big night for the power by Union, as in that inning, just 1 hit, and it was the home run. But 4 runs get across. 2 errors by Jeannette. We'll add up the final numbers for you and get you home after this. Union wins it tonight 10-0 in a shortened game, 5 innings. And they advance to the WPIAL Single A semifinals here in the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
Just like going to the doctor, our homes need a checkup too. If your home is not properly weatherized, you could be at risk for symptoms that cause unhealthy ailments and higher utility bills. The Weatherization Assistance Program is the key to reducing utility costs and increasing comfort in your home. Services include an in-home energy audit to inspect your furnace and hot water tank, check for air sealing around windows and doors, and ensure adequate insulation and ventilation. Learn more at lcap.org or call the Department of Healthy Homes to get your checkup today.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in the Shannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
Thank you for calling Axe. Where can we take you today?
To work, to the store, to Grandma's house. Axe can get you there, but it's much more than a ride. It's a joyride.
It's so convenient for them. We take them door to door. We help them get off and on the bus if they need to use the lifts.
I love the people, especially the senior citizens.
They care about us as much as we care about them.
Even if it's the same day, to schedule your joyride, call Axe today.
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Mathur and David Verratti want to provide you with a level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of their locations in Zingleopole or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win, proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game. Calling all sports fans. Never miss a moment with real-time alerts, keeping you in the loop when your favorite teams are playing.
Get instant updates sent straight to your phone with game schedules, changes, and all the latest news.
You can receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for game time.
Be the first to cheer on your local teams and show your support.
Receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for the game.
Signing up is quick and easy. Don't miss out. Sign up now and stay connected to the action.
Plus, follow us on social media for live updates, behind-the-scenes content, and community news.
Back here at North Allegheny High School, Eric Thomas and Tim Continenz with you. Union wins it tonight by a final of 10-0 in 5 innings. It ends up being a 5-inning no-hitter for Mia Pruz. We'll give you her numbers here in a moment. Final line score for you, 0-0 and 4 for Jeannette. They left 2 on base. They did have 2 that did reach base via walk and also an error. And both runners that got on were Grace Stein back in the first and the fourth. For Union, 10-6, 0 and 3 left. And they get all the damage really in the middle innings there in the third and fourth inning off a triple by Olivia Williams, and then a couple of walks, a double by Olivia Benedict, which really blew the game wide open. In this case, the 2-run double by Olivia Benedict, and then later a home run by Williams, the solo shot, home run by Ireland Fisher. Actually, it was a 2-run home run by Williams. That was the inside the park one. And then a solo home run by Fisher in the fifth, and they just jumped all over it. For Pruz tonight, 5 innings, no hits, no runs, 1 walk, and she struck out 12, ups her record to 11-1 this season, and she is now up to 154 strikeouts and still has allowed just 29 hits. Union will take on Jefferson Morgan Wednesday in the semifinal of the WPIAL Single A Tournament. Now keep in mind, Wednesday there is a chance of rain in the morning and then about 100% chance of rain in the afternoon with gusty thunderstorms. So keep an eye on the weather whenever they announce what's going to happen here with Union, but a chance maybe that might get postponed, and then Thursday, Friday, whatever they decide to do. We got a long weekend coming up anyway, so it could be filled with some makeup softball on Thursday or Friday. I'm not sure what you say. I mean, Grace Stein really did what she could on the mound in the circle for Jeannette, but just not enough. This Union lineup just too good top to bottom.
Yeah, and it's just Pruz shutting them down. Let's be honest. It's a quality team in Jeannette. They just ran into a buzzsaw in Pruz and then that lineup. And, you know, there's a reason why Union has dominated the last few years in Single A, and they continue to show it. And, again, this lineup is just, I think there's 5 players batting over 400. You know, and if you go to, I think it's 7 if you go down to 300. So it just shows you how well they have really attained this season. And they make great contact. They run the bases well. They don't make a lot of defensive mistakes. And when you add all that together, you put out a winning season, and that's what they're doing here in the tournament. They're just rising to each occasion and coming away with the victory, and they'll have that opportunity again, possibly on Wednesday night if we are able to get those games in.
For Stein here today, 4+ innings, 6 hits, 10 runs, only 4 of them earned, walked 1, and struck out 7 in the loss for Jeannette, whose season comes to a close. As Union will move on to the semifinals once again in the WPIAL Single A Tournament, as they will take on Jefferson Morgan coming up, scheduled for Wednesday. Let's give out some awards here tonight, and then we will get out of here for the night. The Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game Award is, what are we going to decide on this here? We're going to say Olivia Williams.
Yeah,
or do you want
take
to go
your
Benedict?
pick. No, let's go with Williams, who had the. I'm sorry.
Benedict's doubles that blew the game open.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's.
Go ahead.
We'll say we'll give it to Olivia Williams, who had the triple and the home run. She did score 2 runs and generated a lot of offense for this team tonight. But take your pick which of it. It's going to be either the inside the park home run or it's going to be the triple, which produced 2 runs for this Union offense and helped kind of keep this game just going in the direction it was. Big bat for Olivia Benedict tonight, too, at a 2-run double. But we'll give the play of the game to Olivia Williams. Throw a dart. It's either her inside the park home run, which I'll say is the case here tonight. So Maley Chiropractic is proud to present the Play of the Game Award to Olivia Williams of Union. And her Play of the Game tonight, the Inside the Park home run. She got a customized shirt courtesy of the Red Zone in recognition of being tonight's Play of the Game. Video of tonight's Play of the Game may also be featured on the Trib Live High School Sports Network standout platform on Twitter and Instagram. To view tonight's Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game and the full list of this season's top plays, go online to lcsportsnet.com and click on Play of the Game. Congratulations to Olivia Williams for tonight's Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game. MVP Insurance, MVP of the game. No surprise here. Mia Pruz, who throws a 5-inning no-hitter tonight, struck out 12 in the win and issued just one walk. MVP Insurance is proud to present the MVP of the Game award to Mia Pruz of Union. She is tonight's game MVP and will get a customized shirt courtesy of the Red Zone in recognition of being named tonight's MVP of the game. To view the full list of this year's game MVPs, go online to lcsportsnet.com and click on MVP of the game. Congratulations to Mia Pruz, the ace of this Union machine, for being named tonight's MVP of the game. MVP Insurance, call MVP for the win. And again, just check the weather on Wednesday because it could get nasty late in the day, so we'll see what time this semifinal is scheduled with Jefferson Morgan and when and where it'll be. But just keep an eye on the weather because it is expected to be wet again on Wednesday, so who knows if we'll get this in. But Union is once again back in the semifinals.
Yeah, not a surprise. A great performance here by all encounters on the Scotties team. And, you know, the championship march continues on for them, and we'll see what happens as they are able to defeat Jeannette here tonight in a shutout fashion.
Yeah, back in the semifinals once again, and we'll see if they can get back to a WPIAL final with the win coming up in the semis scheduled for Wednesday, and it'll be against Jefferson Morgan. Stay tuned for the coverage plan from the Lawrence County Sports Network. That'll do it for us here tonight. For Leah and Matt, for my partner Tim, we'll talk to you down the line. Union wins it tonight 10-0 in 5 innings as they beat Jeannette in the quarters of the WPIAL Single A tournament. Talk to you soon. Have a great night. Take care. Bye-bye.
Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.